Hey stragglers and tourists, my name is TheiPadCat and welcome to a bit of a different video, or a bit of a different series actually. For the past 2 years I've been discussing, gushing and theorizing about this game in general, but I've never actually played it. I mean, of course I've played it. I've played it like 50 times, and I've played it on stream, casually, mostly factions though, but I've never done a proper playthrough of it. And, well, with part 2 just around the corner, I thought it was time. For more info on this whole thing though, I will be posting a pinned comment down below, which you can read about my whole thought process behind this and why I'm doing it and whatever, if you're interested. Because if I'm gonna bring up all of that here, it's just gonna take up way too much time, and people are generally not really interested sitting and listening to all of that. So, well, let's just
get on with it.
Alright, we're not gonna continue, we're gonna do a new game, and of course it's gonna be Ungrounded. What else would it be? Alright. Also, I'm sorry if you can hear all of the buzzing stuff in the background. It's both my PS4 and my computer. There's not really much I can do about it because the fans on those things sound like fucking jet engines. And yeah, that's just how it is. So hopefully it won't be too bad. Alright, here we go. Seen this scene so many times. Probably a lot of you have too.
Tommy, listen to me. He is the contractor.
Also, I might talk over these scenes because I'm figuring we're all hardcore fans on this channel and we've seen this a million times, but I'll mostly be quiet.
All right, good night.
But if I have something to say, I will say it.
Scoot.
Monday at work, huh?
What are you still doing up? It's late.
Actually, last day.
Good, what time is it?
It's way past your bedtime.
But it's still today.
Honey, please not right now. I do not have the energy for this.
Here,
What's this?
your birthday?
This probably looks a
Kept
bit
complaining
awkward, me
about
just
broken
staring at
rocks.
the TV, but
So,
yeah.
figured, you know? You like it?
Honey, this is... It's
What?
nice, but I think it's stuck. It's not...
What? No.
If I was a parent, I would
Ha ha.
kind of be like, that's a bit irresponsible
Where did
use
you
of
get
your
the money
money.
for this?
Drugs. I sell hardcore drugs.
Oh, good. You started helping out with the mortgage then.
Yeah, you wish.
Music is so good. One thing I never realized is,
All right, baby girl.
why does Joel leave? Like, what sort of errand does he go on right now? Like, at 2 a.m. in the middle of the night? It's just weird to me.
Hello?
Sarah, honey, I need to get your daddy on the phone.
Uncle Tommy, what time is it?
I need to talk to your dad now. There's something...
Shit's going
Uncle
down,
Tommy?
Sarah.
Hello?
Alright. Also, I probably won't check out, like, this is not a 100% run or, like, some flawless challenge thing. It's just me playing the game, so
Dang
I'm not
it.
gonna go out of my way to get every
This
single
time.
shiv door or every single artifact or whatever. Because that will just take too much time. It'll be kind of tedious to watch, I guess, or tedious to edit if I'm gonna cut all of that out. So, yeah. I'm gonna read the most, like, the most important ones, like this one, so... If you want to skip through that, that's fine. But I think that those that are important for the lore of the story and like the main story, I will read. Dear Dad, let's see. You're never around. You hate the music I'm into. You practically despise the movies I like, and yet somehow you're... Oh, god damn it. I'm so used to this having the Swedish subtitles. You still manage to be the best dad every year. How do you do that? Happy birthday, Pops. Love, Sarah. Well, ain't that tragic? I mean, it is, but I guess we've all become desensitized to this thing from having played it so many times. At least I have, but it's still horrible, of course. Also, this is like one of the few games where a mirror actually looks good. Like, I know that's not a big thing, but it's kind of cool.
Dad?
Let's go check the news. Admin spikes at area hospitals. 300% increase due to mysterious infection. Now I wonder what that could be. Also, that hospital in the picture there is the same hospital you drive through later in the prologue. I'm not going to read that entire thing. If you're interested, I recently made quite a long video on what happened to The Last of Us, or the world of The Last of Us, aside from the US, in which I go over that particular newspaper, so, I mean, check it out.
You in here?
Seem to be somehow connected to the
Where
nationwide
the heck
pandemic.
are you?
We've received reports that victims afflicted with the infection show
That's
signs of
nearby.
increased aggression, and
Move everybody out of here now. There's a gas leak. Hey,
there seems to be some commotion coming from
get the hell out of here!
What was that?
It's cool how the windows vibrate when that happens. But one thing I don't get is how like 2 gas leak explosions are somehow linked to the CPI spreading. Like, it's just for like more dramatic effect to like
What is going on?
tell the player that shit is going down. But I mean, the cordyceps won't make gas pipelines explode randomly. Also, fun trivia, or I guess a lot of you can realize that on your own, but the background on his phone is actually just a screenshot of the forest where Ellie hunts the deer, like 20 years later. So Joel somehow teleported to Colorado, or whatever that is, 20 years into the future, took the picture with his phone, and then used that as his background and traveled back in time. I'm going to be home late tonight. Go ahead and order food. See you in the morning. I mean, late tonight. I suppose he wrote that before he got home from his job, like before the first scene of the game, because why would he tell Sarah to order food, like, in the middle of the night? There he is.
There you are.
Sarah,
I know I shouldn't touch
Are you
my face,
okay?
but I can't stop doing it.
does anyone come in here?
Serious times.
No, who would come in here?
Don't go near the doors. Just stand back there.
Dad, you're kind of freaking
What do you
me
say?
out.
Go near the
What's
doors?
going on?
Okay, I
It's
will.
the Coopers. Something ain't right with them. I think they're sick.
What kind
This
of
reflection is also really cool. Jesus.
Jimmy!
Dad?
Honey, come here. Come here. Jimmy! Jimmy, just stay back! Jimmy, I am warning you! Don't!
You shot him.
Sarah,
I saw him this morning.
listen to me. There is something bad going on. We have got to get out of here. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
Tell me, come on.
Let's go, Tommy. Once I realized my commentary is actually
out there?
absolutely
some
horrible,
option.
but
Holy
that's why I'm
shit.
doing this. I want to
Blood
improve.
all over you.
It ain't mine. Let's just get out of here.
They're saying half the people in Sydney lost their minds.
Can we just please go?
Some sort of parasite or something. You gonna tell me what happened?
Later.
Hey, Sarah. How you holding up, honey?
I'm fine.
I wonder if in The Last
Yours
of
on the
Us,
radio?
it's the same
sure
thing
thing.
as in The Walking Dead. Like in The Walking Dead, Robert Kirkman says the reason why everybody was so
No radio.
flabbergasted by the zombies
Great.
is because zombie lore
These men
or
wouldn't shut up.
legends
Where to go?
didn't exist in that world.
Armies put up roadblocks on the highway.
And
They'll
maybe
get
it's the
Travis
same thing in The
County.
Last of
Get the
Us.
hell out. Take 71.
Or actually, Frankenstein,
Did they say how many are dead?
there was a Frankenstein monster mask in
in
that Left Behind thing.
Right.
So I guess zombies exist in the Last of Us universe. I mean, of course I know the infected are not zombies, but
Jesus Christ, how did this happen?
it's...
They got no clue.
I mean, you can't deny the
only
similarities,
town.
of course, like to
First they were saying
the
it's
zombie
just a
genre.
Now they're going, that's Lewis's farm. I hope that son bitch made it out.
By the looks of it, I don't think so.
Are we sick?
No, of course not.
How do you know?
They said it's just people in the city.
Also, the music here is so simple, but like it's so ominous and works so well.
We're fine.
Like I really like it.
Alright.
Let's see what they need.
Also, another fun fact: that guy,
They got a
that
kid,
guy's
Joe.
mouth
So
doesn't
do
move
we.
when
We
he
have room.
screams.
Keep driving,
Look,
Tommy.
if you look closely, he just has one stone face expression and he doesn't talk,
I see.
or actually talk. I
Someone
mean,
else will come along.
Everyone and their mother had the same damn idea.
We could just backtrack and...
What the fuck, man? Let's go!
Tommy,
also, why would that guy just get out of his car? Like, obviously, like you can see the
What just happened?
what the fuck just happened? Did you see that?
big ass fucking traffic jam.
Dan, turn here, turn here.
Like, what are they gonna do?
No. Come on, people, move.
What are they running from?
Get us out of here.
I'm trying.
Ah,
Oh no.
Also, I like how like half
we can't
the people
stop
here
them.
are
I
wearing
can't fucking drive through them.
Adidas
They're
tracksuits.
behind me too. There. Hold on. Go.
Sorry if I'm not taking like things seriously, but like I said, we've all played this game a million times. Now I'm so fucking retarded. I looked at the microphone instead of the camera when I was supposed to be talking to you.
Daddy? Hey.
God damn it.
Hey!
Well,
Get back, baby.
you can always learn, I guess. It's funny how Telltale's The Walking Dead almost starts the exact same way with you punching out or kicking out a car window after a car crash. Similarities are kinda funny.
Dad?
I'm here, baby. I'm here. Come on, give me your hand. What is it?
My leg hurts.
How bad?
Pretty bad.
We're gonna need to run. Keep us safe. Come on, baby.
It's amazing that like
Hold on tight.
the worst result of that car crash is that Sarah probably like sprained an ankle or something.
Oh no.
Piss off. That would go explodey boom boom. There you go.
Keep running.
I am.
Those people are on fire.
Keep looking at me, baby.
This reminds me like of Grant Vogel, something. There was this guy that made a cinematic playthrough of The Last of Us, which was so incredibly well made. Like if you haven't seen that, even if you know the story, like he makes it look like a movie. Like he uses photo mode and like a bunch of, I don't even know if he has access to some sort of free cam, but it looks so good. Like he makes it, if you want to like get a taste of what the HBO TV show could look like, it's probably the way he made it.
He's dead. God damn it. We're almost there.
Yeah, of course he would be dead if you shot him point blank with a revolver in the face.
Keep going. Find
Also,
your
it
way
doesn't
out.
look like that, but they are.
Come on. Go! Move it! Get to the
I don't know
highway!
how long I've been going. Oh.
Go! You got Sarah! I can outrun him!
Uncle Tommy?
I will meet you there! Hurry!
Daddy, we can't leave him.
He's gonna be fine. We're almost there.
Okay, here comes another helicopter. Or maybe it's the same one. Also, how did that ambulance get there? There's no road nearby. Like, it looks like it fell off a bridge or something, but where... Yeah, it's weird. Well, sad time.
It's okay, baby. We're safe. We're safe. Hey, we need help. Stop! Please. It's my daughter. I think her leg is broken.
Stop right there!
Okay. We're not sick.
Got a couple of civilians in there.
Really hope we get to see more of Fedra and
Daddy, what about Uncle Tommy?
military in part 2.
You to safety and go back for him, okay?
Sir, there's a little girl. But... Yes, sir.
Somebody, we've just been through hell. Okay, we just need... Shit. Please don't. Oh, no. Sarah. Move your hands, baby. I know, baby, I know. Listen to me. I know this hurts, baby. You're gonna be okay, baby. Stay with me. All right, I'm gonna pick you up. I know, baby. I know it hurts. Come on, baby. Please. I know, baby. I know. Sarah. Baby.
No matter how many times I see that, it always gets me.
Don't do this to me, baby. Don't do this to me, baby. Come on. No. No. No, 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 no. Please. 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 Please.
'The number
Also,
of confirmed
you
deaths
should watch
has
my
passed
video
200.
on
The governor
this
has
intro
called a
credit
state of
scene.
emergency.
Hundreds and hundreds of bodies
Shameless
lying in
self-plug.
streets.
Panic spread worldwide after a leaked report from the World Health Organization showed that the latest vaccination tests have failed.
With the bureaucrats out of power, we can finally take the necessary steps.
Los Angeles is now the latest city to be
It's
placed
giving me
under
goosebumps.
martial law. All residents are required
Even
to
though I've seen
report
it
to
so
their
many times.
designated quarantine. Riots have continued for a third consecutive day, and winter rations are at an all-time low.
A group calling themselves the Fireflies have claimed responsibility for both attacks.
Their public charter calls for the return of all branches of government.
Demonstrations broke out following the execution of 6 more alleged Fireflies.
You can still rise with us. Remember, when you're lost in the darkness, look for the light. Believe in the Fireflies.
Years later.
I'm coming.
How was your morning?
Oh, nothing much. Just relived traumatic death of my daughter. What about you?
Well, I have some interesting news for you.
Where were you, Tess?
West End District. Hey, we had a drop to make.
We had a drop to make.
Would be kind of cool to see some flashbacks with her. In part 2, I mean. If we ever get to play as Joel, that is.
The whole deal went south and the client made off with our pills. Is that about right?
Deal went off without a hitch. Enough ration cards to last us a couple of months, easy.
You want to explain this?
I was on my way back here, and I got jumped by these two assholes, all right? And yeah, they got a few good hits in, but... Look, I managed.
Give me that. Are these assholes still with us?
Speaking of ration cards, I wonder what the currency in the rest of the wasteland is.
They don't matter. What matters is that Robert fucking sent them.
Our Robert.
He knows that we're after him. He figures he's gonna get us first.
Son of a bitch, he's smart.
No. He's not smart enough. I know where he's hiding.
Like hell you do.
Old warehouse in Area 5. Can't say for how long, though.
Well, I'm ready now, yeah?
Oh, I can do now.
I mean, in Fallout, you have bottle caps, and then other game. Now I can't think of anything else but Fallout, but most apocalyptic universes have some sort of official, like, universal currency. Not official, but universal currency. And I doubt ration cards would be of any interest to people living outside of the quarantine zone. Or if it's just like, you just trade goods between each other, like there's no currency at all. I wonder where they get new rations from. If they manufacture them, or if they like scavenge, or like, I'm not sure. It's kind of unclear, but they do mention that they have, like, I've talked about that before, like the, I mean, I don't think we're interested in watching that whole thing. I mean, we know they get shot, executed, yep.
Seems like more people are getting infected.
That just means more people.
What was I talking about? Yeah, I've been talking about before, like how the military has some sort of industrial capacity, like they still have some manufacturing going, and if that also encompasses the food, or if the food has to be scavenged. I mean, food is such an essential thing, though, so I would think that they would make it themselves, but you never know.
What's up, Joel?
What's up?
Eddie. You hear they took Marianne?
What happened?
Came and snatched her in the middle of the night. Said she was a firefly. You believe that shit?
Better not mention the fireflies too loudly. You don't want the wrong person hearing you.
Yeah. Yeah, you're probably right.
Well, fireflies are done in Boston.
Yeah. Way I heard it, they lined him up in the street and cut him up. Retribution and shit. We ever lose control of this place to the stragglers, that's what'll happen to us.
That would never go down here. Any straggler even looks at me the wrong way, I put his ass down.
I'm sure that's what they thought at every other QZ before riots broke out.
It's those goddamn fireflies. They keep stirring the population up. We put an end to them. That's how you solve this shit.
We agree on that.
Yeah, I don't think Boston would fall like the other places. Like, look at this shit. Like, look at the walls.
Cool.
Drive on through.
I looked at Mike again, I also made a video on that, the quarantine zones, which you should check out.
See you later. There you go.
Those kind of look like passports, but...
business here? Got the day off. Visiting a friend.
Alright, move on through.
Thanks.
Why would you be using passports still? Like, I doubt you would ever need to cross an international border. Like, or if you did, I don't think it would be a problem.
Come on.
Attention. Checkpoint 5 is now closed until further notice.
So much for the easy route. Patch yourself up, alright?
Okay, thank you, game. You don't need to... No, you don't need to tell me how to fucking use a health kit. I've played this for years.
They're gonna close all the checkpoints. We're gonna have to go around the outside.
Outside the wall.
Also, did you know, like in actual combat, that you can shoot the fire extinguishers to stun and blind enemies?
I was there.
Pro tip.
Hey, how's the east tunnel looking?
It's clear. I just used it. No patrols. And where are you off to?
Gonna pay Robert a visit?
You too?
Who else is looking for him?
Marlene. She's been asking around, trying to find him.
Marlene? What do the Fireflies need with Robert?
You think she'd tell me?
Well, what did you tell her?
The truth. I got no idea where he's hiding.
Good man. Hey, you stay out of trouble, all right? Military's gonna be out in force soon.
Yeah, see you around.
It'll be interesting to like get a more I can't speak. Get to know more about Tess and Joel's like operation and all the people they know.
The Fireflies do.
Because I mean, of course, this is just a setup. Like the actual point of this intro part before we meet Ellie and start the mission is to like establish Joel in the apocalypse and like set up his character and like who he is and what he does.
How's it going?
And not really to give us the exact details on it. But it would be cool to know like
signs of military or infected.
That's what I like to hear.
What actually happened or happens in the quarantine zone and what their network looks like, what their operation looks like, how they run things. Maybe in a DLC or a flashback, but I don't think that would be a priority, but it would still be cool to know or see, I guess. Alright, I think we're gonna go and collect our gear and then I'll end this episode because I've been going on
I need to watch
long
them
enough.
throw away down here. Let there be light.
I should do a video like about all of these because there's a ton of different variations. I know not most people are probably not interested, but there's a ton of different variations of all of these posters and maps and stuff, which is kind of cool. Actually, now that I think about it, I never paid much attention to that particular map before. I'm not quite sure. It kind of looks like downtown Boston. I'll have to look into that like myself in my private time because I can't spend time just looking at walls and kind of insignificant posters and stuff in a playthrough. That's what my other videos are for, but it's interesting because I can just show you like when you have this like artifacts. Here's the actual map of the Boston quarantine zone, and this is if you know like kind of what Boston looks like. Obviously, I've never been there because I'm Swedish, but I played a lot of Fallout 4, and because of that, I've spent a lot of time looking at the actual map of Boston because I want to like compare just for fun, compare the game to the actual real world. That kind of looks like the downtown area, or the downtown area would be down that way, I guess. Yeah, that way. And that one kind of looks similar. Not quite sure, but it says something about safe zones and safe routes, so that's probably gives us a bit more insight into their smuggling operation, but yeah. I really have to reload this before.
Texas. Boost me up.
Also, it's going to be interesting to see how I manage grounded mode now that I haven't played. I haven't played the game in so long, and I haven't played grounded in a really long time too, so might be entertaining seeing me utterly fail at that. Yeah, just jump out, man. Go.
Go on.
Got it.
Be careful.
When am I not?
That a trick question?
But alright, I think that's a good place to end the first episode. If you made it this far, thank you very much. I don't think a lot of people have, to be quite honest, but to those few people who did, I was gonna say something to let's like have a cool inside secret between us, but I can't come up with anything. But yeah, these this will go up regularly, these episodes. Don't worry, I won't like make one of these and wait 2 months until I make the next one. So yeah, but until next time, have a great day.